KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, featuring Special K and Sam.
Okay, my friends, we are having a grand time just reading your text about who you're beefing with.
Feels like a Friday.
At 37530. And I made a joke. Don't call us about the kind of beef you want in your sandwich unless you're beefing with a sandwich shop. And somebody said, I am beefing with a sandwich shop. And there's one specific one that used to have $5 footlongs and now they're $7. And this person says, blank them. Jersey Mike's for life.
I do love Jersey Mike's. Mike's way without the tomato, though. And onion.
Well, now that we know your sandwich order, we'll make sure we put extra onions and bring
I
it down.
still want to
to
go
you.
there and use Kevin's phone number to get the
rewards.
Yeah, because I know he's
Get a free sandwich.
You know, he's been saving that up for.
Yeah, you want to cash in on his points.
Yeah.
We're going to the phones at 833-390-KRBE. We started this on St. Patrick's Day. How we said, Scots have a beef with the Irish because everyone mistakes them for Irish and they're not, and they get mad. So let's hear who you're beefing with. Jasmine is up first. Hi, Jasmine. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good morning.
Awesome.
We're good.
Who are you beefing with?
The state of Michigan.
The whole
It is
state?
a horrible state.
What the heck did the state of Michigan do to you?
What's your reasoning for this? Like, why do you think they're so terrible?
My mom went to Ohio State.
Oh, that's
I was
why.
born a Buckeye that way. My best friend is from Michigan, and his birthday is tomorrow. So he just might have an Ohio State University birthday party tomorrow.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Do it.
And you guys won the championship this year.
Oh, they did?
Look, they beat us. They beat us this time, unfortunately.
But-
we
but-
let them win this year.
We let him win.
But what do you
We
mean?
let him
Michigan's
win.
been beating you guys for like the last 5 years in a row.
No, look at
We're
Eric
just
causing
letting
beef.
them win. It's just we feel bad for them. That's all.
Oh, is that-
We let them win a few
Is that
times.
what it is?
It's a gimme.
That's all. That's all.
So let me ask you this, Jasmine. Is it so deep, your beef with Michigan, that I don't know if you have kids or not. Let's say you have a daughter who's about to go to college and she gets a scholarship and she secretly applied to Michigan and she got a full ride. Would you say, hell no, I hate Michigan?
She would be disowned. I'm a travel nurse, and I purposely don't take assignments in Michigan because of that.
Be disowned. Oh, my.
So you won't even go up like to Mackinac Island up there. It was beautiful. I've been there a couple of times. You won't even go there
I
for
refuse.
vacation. Wow.
Nope.
Wow, man, your parents really instilled that in you. You are a
That's
Buckeye,
hilarious.
and that's
She
all you're
did.
going to
Yep.
be.
My mom would disown me if I ever went. So and I
That
love
is
my
really
mom. So
something else.
That's hilarious. That's like
All
UT
right.
and A&M, I guess. People. They
I mean, but you're in the
make
same
jokes.
state. She
Yeah.
is avoiding the entire state of Michigan. That she is avoiding. What if you were on a plane and it's a detour into Michigan?
Yeah, what'd you do?
to safely get you to New York? Would you
Jump
be
out?
like, I refuse?
Well, hopefully my mom would not find out. Let's put it that way. She tracks my location, so let's hope she wouldn't find out.
That's
crazy.
craziness. All right, Jasmine, you so far get a gold star for being staunch
Hey,
on your beat.
it's
Boy,
your
Eric,
thing.
though, you're right about
Okay,
the UT
wow.
and A&M thing.
Yeah.
They can be out of school for 40 years, and they're still just this fierce rivalry.
Jasmine, thanks for calling the show. 833-390-KRBE. We're asking, who are you beefing with and why? It could be about anything for any reason. Danielle is up next. Hi, Danielle.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
So who are you beefing with?
HPD,
Oh, no. Why?
No.
What happened?
What happened?
because my dad has always worked for the sheriff's department, so there's no way I could like HPD.
Oh my God,
really
that's so
worried.
funny. It's not all the same, like, hey, we're on the same team
I always thought it was like
fighting crime.
I always thought it was like the firefighters and the cops. You know, how they have
Yeah,
their friendly
there'd be a
competitions.
rivalry there,
Yeah.
maybe, but not between police agencies.
So also, how do you
Yeah.
feel about constables then? Are you also beefing with them?
There wasn't much talk about constables or any other department. It was just HPD.
That's
So now I make a running joke about it. Yes.
HPD, because your dad's a sheriff.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
Yeah,
if I met a
apparently-
sheriff.
Yeah, what's the big beef? I don't know that. School me on
Apparently,
this.
they don't
Yeah.
pick up calls, and they let the sheriff's department take it.
Okay.
So you're saying you guys clean up the
Yeah.
messes that others
And HPD
won't.
would say, well, we're so busy. Nobody's calling the sheriff.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes, they act. They're so busy.
Why is it every time I hear sheriff, I think of like
I shot
you know-
the sheriff, but didn't shoot the deputy.
Well,
That's
no, I was
wrong?
thinking like more of like a guy in a cowboy hat and just.
Well, because of Westerns. The sheriff had the little badge that looked like a star.
Like the state troopers, they got that fancy little
Oh,
hat
yeah.
that looks like Smokey the Bear.
That doesn't really fit on their head.
And
I don't understand that
You know,
hat.
Danielle, it's
that
not
is
an
weird.
it's not an uncommon beef to have within that, because I do remember years ago I heard the word can't standable from either a sheriff or an HPD. I'm not sure which one, but they said, "Oh, the can't standables. that person didn't like the constables
Oh, yeah, because think about that.
and called them the can't standable.
I guess in movies you see that they go over the county line. It's our jurisdiction. No, it's mine.
Right. That's kind of funny.
Right.
I'd like to
FBI,
dive a little
CIA,
deeper
or
in this.
ATF. You see all that stuff.
All right.
Oh, here comes the FBI.
So Danielle, what happens when you get pulled over for speeding by HPD? Are you already so mad? You're like, control yourself, Danielle. Don't go to jail. Don't go to jail.
No, not in that instance. It's not that bad, but I'm always respectful, but
Well, you
it's
should
just
be.
for some reason every time I see HPD, I'm like, oh, you guys suck.
Okay.
Danielle said that. No.
Yeah, not us. Not what she is saying.
And I had to look up the difference, Danielle, between HPD and the Harris County Sheriff's Office. HPD is the chief is appointed by the mayor, where Harris County Sheriff is elected. Yes, we know that. HPD is primarily responsible for law enforcement within the city of Houston. The Harris County Sheriff's Office is responsible for law enforcement in the unincorporated areas of Harris County, which include areas outside of the city limits. And HPD handles general law enforcement duties within the city, including traffic control, crime prevention, and responding to calls.
It's confusing. So sheriff,
Versus the sheriffs.
they don't do Houston too.
Well, they can do inside, but they also can do outside. Harris County operates the county jail and provides security at courthouses and county buildings. They serve civil process. That's why you get served by a sheriff. HPD won't serve you papers. A sheriff will serve you.
The
papers.
Is Cliff a sheriff?
What is
who?
it?
Cliff, our friend Cliff. He's not a sheriff, is he? I thought he's
Is he a constable?
because I know he goes around and he hands people papers.
Hold on.
The
I don't
constables
think
are always on the Beltway. They've got like.
I'm not sure what his title is.
Yeah, you see
Cliff
them
and
everywhere.
Lori.
I'm the worst.
Why
What kind of friend
why
am
are we
I?
having a brain fart? Just because Eric asked me, I had the answer and now it's gone. Is Cliff a constable or is he a sheriff? I think he works for the sheriff's
When I
department.
hear constable, I think of Robin Hood.
Oh yeah, Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah, I'm the constable.
And the funny thing is, the way I have him in my contacts
Oh, that's
is
the
that
sheriff.
I have his full name, but I don't have him as his title of what law enforcement he is. It's just our Astros.
I know
friend.
like times they'll deliver
Right.
those papers to people
Yeah.
to serve them.
Oh,
It says Harris County operates the county jail, provides security at courthouses, and serves civil process and provides law enforcement services in unincorporated areas. All right, well, there we go. Now we know.
What was that person that texted about Sam?
Okay, so we were talking about who you want to have a beer with, and right before we went live on the air, I saw one because y'all texted a lot, and one
That's
person
mean.
said, I want to have drinks with Sam just so I could tell her bless your heart the whole time.
Oh, that's just so mean.
That means the person wants Sam to sit there and talk.
Sam, what do you think about
Oh,
that?
bless your heart.
That's so mean.
Because bless your heart can be used as an epic insult in Texas.
Like Sam's the nicest person on the show.
know.
Like,
Well,
there's
I
not a-
mean, you're always gonna not like one person,
But why- you're
and
the
so
nicest-
I'm clearly not the
But they're
person
not
they
saying,
like.
but see, here's my thing. Bless your heart, I
that
do
means
believe
like
can
you're
also be said.
stupid.
It is
Oh,
an insult,
bless
but I
your
feel like it can
heart.
also
Do
be
you
said
know the ABCs?
maybe in a nice
she
way
has the
from
hardest
a grandma.
She has the hardest job here. She's running
There's
the
a lot
board, doing all
going
this stuff. She's
on.
got like 20 things going on.
It's a lot.
If you don't have anything
Nobody
nice
knows
to
that.
say, don't say
Nobody
anything at all,
knows that.
please.
That's why they say bless your heart.
Oh, bless
Oh,
your
bless your
heart.
heart.
Well, you know what?
Well, it's like when you don't know who the
Can't
president
even
is.
say what
Kick
I want
rocks.
to say.
Yeah. You don't know who like the vice president is. Oh, bless your heart.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
bless your heart.
Like Eric doesn't know. We
Do you
don't
know who
know
the vice
phrase.
president is? You know that, right?
Well, that was on Rapid Fire.
Like
and
right now,
then
who's the vice
everybody, how ironic is this? Everybody kept sending me, everybody kept sending me the videos of it. And I was like, you had to go and scroll because it's JD Vance, correct?
Yes.
There you
No,
go.
it's JD Pence. It's JD
No,
Pence.
it's not. VANCE. But it was like they sent me all these videos, which I appreciated. That's fine. I live under a rock. I live in my little bubble. But I was like, do you notice how in the article and how in the copy points they didn't say his name once in it?
Where? In what were you
And
reading?
all these like Instagram videos that everybody kept sending me after the whole rapid fire thing. I was like, did you notice that they did not say his name once in it? All they said was vice president. Okay, well, why would you not put his name in that? Like, it was weird. It's like
I
you
don't
have
even
to
think
like.
that's his real name. Like, didn't he change his name?
Like if his name's JD
believe he
Vance.
did.
Yeah,
Does
he changed his
JD
name a
stand for
couple
something? Like
John Deere tractor.
John Deere.
I don't know. Wouldn't it be
What
funny
is
if
it?
that was it?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Like,
What
is
does
it just-
JD
is it-
stand
it's
for?
Is it
interesting.
really
It's
just
like-
JD or is it John Deere, like you said?
Could be
or-
John Deere. I think it's James
James-
David. It's
James
James
David.
David.
Oh, there you go.
He was born 1984. Wow, is that a millennial?
He's 41.
Are you a millennial
Oh,
if you're 41?
I learned about a new term, like zillennials. It's between
Gen Z and
Gen
millennial.
X and millennial.
No, zillennial will be between Gen Z and millennial,
Yeah.
wouldn't be?
I don't know. It's like
There's
it's
too many
spelled
questions.
differently. I think it's spelled with an X.
I am the smartest man alive.
No, we are definitely
Bless
not.
your heart, Kevin.
Yeah, bless
No,
your heart.
bless my heart.
Bless your
Lord.
heart. Okay, listen, go to the listener line and tell us who you're beefing with because we have some really fun calls. We don't have time to get to them because we have to do hired or desired unless you want to keep going. But I think hired and desired is really fun.
Hired
Oh,
or
these beefs are pretty
undesired?
fun.
I know, this is
Let's
really
keep our
funny.
beefs.
Hold on, can we hang on? Oh, no, she dropped. Darn, Michelle had a
Call
beef in
back.
Louisiana.
Yeah, call back.
Michelle,
keep the
tell us,
beef
why are you
going?
beefing with Louisiana?
I love to hear people's complaints.
All right.
What are they beefing about?
Beef it up right now.
833-390-KRBE. Who are you beefing with and why? It probably sounds ridiculous. Like, there's no reason you hate Michigan, Jasmine, other
Just
because her mother
instilled.
raised her to hate Michigan. But Michigan never actually hurt Jasmine.
The school
She's
did.
just mad that school wins.
And I'm right. It is Xennials. Xennials. It's for
okay.
1977 and
He's not
1983.
gonna let
So
that go.
JD doesn't fit in there.
Okay, got it. We continue with who we're beefing with. And if we don't get enough calls, we'll tell you why we beef with each other behind the scenes. I don't know. Now no one's going to call if they want to hear
No,
the
I'm
beef.
gonna have a sandwich now.
Roast beef.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
No,
Roast beef.
833-390-KRBE. Call back to the lady who is beefing with Louisiana. I want to know why she's so mad. Next on the Roula.
Let's do it with more of the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Okay, my friends, we continue with your awesome calls at 833-390-KRBE. Now, the Louisiana beefer did not call back yet, but we have some other epic beefs.
Well, people are just tuning in. It's about who you're beefing with right now, or it could
And
be
why.
what you're beefing
It could be
with.
a thing. It could be a person. It could be a place.
Yeah. And it could
noun.
be something
Yeah,
that
there you
never...
We don't care. We'll take all down.
Person, place, or thing. And it could be something that never directly affects you, just for principle, you're beefing with this thing. Okay, so that's why I said the Louisiana person. We're looking for that person because she was mad.
I thought you said the Louisiana Purchase. I'm like, are you
Well,
friend?
that's more history lessons.
She's mad?
Okay, Judy, you're up first.
It's a bum deal.
Again, here on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. Judy, who are you beefing with and why?
So I'm actually beefing with a squirrel.
Squirrel.
A girl or a
Now,
squirrel?
Squirrel. Now, how did this squirrel bother you?
A squirrel. Oh, my God. I gotta
Okay,
hear this.
no, apparently I bothered it by calling it a squirrel. So I'm on my walk with my friend, and we're with my boyfriend, and we're just walking around. This squirrel jumps out, and I go, "Oh, look, a cute squirrel." It looked at me. It put its arms to it. It put its hands to his chest, like me. I said, "Yeah, you." It kept following me
You did not.
the rest of the walk.
Are you Snow White?
I did.
Did it try
It
and
was
bite you?
offended because I called him a squirrel. No, but it did
Stop.
throw acorns at me from on top of the tree.
So wait, you're
No
taking
way.
a walk, and
Wow.
a squirrel is pelting you with acorns.
Maybe
They
its
can-
little nest is around it.
Now,
It's like,
did
I'm
this
gonna
happen
fight
more
you.
than once at this park, Judy, or is it a one-time beef? Because I feel like we can be convinced as humans that one particular animal is out to get us.
Oh, no. I went back, and this was days later. Went back to the same park, walked around, and it recognized me because I'm walking. It leaped out from the bushes, and it bucked up to me. I kid you not.
The squirrel is beefing with you.
You think this squirrel like goes
specifically.
home and like eating with his family?
You should have seen this bitch I saw today.
Yeah, if I ever see her again.
So
Oh,
let me
she's
get
here.
this. You're just walking and you see this squirrel and it folds its arms and looks at you when you said, "Look at the cute squirrel," and then it pelts you with
Well, no,
acorns days later.
It pelted me with 2 acorns that same walk, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Days later, I come back. It jumps out from the bushes and bucks up to me. And I'm just like, you know what? No, at this point, I'm convinced there's a problem.
Maybe bring it some treats.
He doesn't like you.
I'm telling you, those squirrels. Like I always talk about when I golfed with like your husband Tassos. We
Yeah.
go to Herman and golf over there, Herman Park, and those squirrels had they were not scared.
They're not fearful.
I would
anymore.
have food like nuts and stuff
Yeah.
in the middle of the console. Everybody, where you put your beer
Of the golf cart?
Yeah, and they just jump up in there and.
So they're aggressive.
It's like U of H squirrels. I mean, there was a whole cartoon thing in the U of H paper when I was going there about the squirrels at U of H. They had like leather jackets, like they're the T-birds from Greece
It's a
with
game.
sunglasses. And they're like chunky squirrels because they knew those Cheetos get dropped.
Yeah.
And then all the students feed them and everything.
You learn. If you go where the food is.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to Michelle. Who are you beefing with and why at 833-390-KRBE? Hi, Michelle. Good morning.
Hey, yeah, we're going with Michelle. I'm beefing with the state of Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Louisiana.
Now
Now, what is this?
tell us, what has Louisiana done to you, Michelle?
Oh, they haven't. I don't know why this gets to me. It's nothing. I mean, they haven't done anything personal to me, but they're always trying to, like, I don't know, feel special. Like, they don't have counties, they have parishes, and they have their own little accent, and their laws are different. I don't know. It's just they're always
And they've got delicious foods.
That's what makes it fun, right? They beat to their own drum. They're different.
Yeah,
I like it.
okay.
So then does that mean your beef goes to the people of Louisiana?
Yeah,
Like if you were to meet somebody, because we have a lot of Louisiana transplants in Houston, if you were to meet somebody from Louisiana, do you already like, okay, I'm going to move along in this social circle. I don't need to be around you. Do you?
You know what?
do
I
that?
have family from Louisiana.
And you don't care for them?
I love them, but oh my gosh, it's so annoying to listen to their accents. And,
Is that
and
right there?
Yes. I don't know. It's just it has to be so different about everything, and I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it just always has.
Maybe since you have family from there, maybe you've grown up and they've been talking about how great it is over there that you're like, okay, right.
Then live there. Don't come to Houston.
Yeah. Like I can see how that could happen. Like, if it's so great over there, then stay over there.
Very well.
But
Yeah,
I
it
enjoy
very well
different
be it.
things. Okay. All right. So you do not like Louisiana because they just think they're special.
So they don't have counties?
It's parishes.
Like
Parish.
Yeah, they have parishes. Everything has to be different with them. But yes, I love their food though.
That food is so good. Those beignets.
She's like, I hate them, but I do like their food.
Dang it.
And I got to say,
Yeah.
the first time I ever knew about the parishes, I was watching the movie Steel Magnolias, and I didn't understand what they were talking about when
thought it was
Truvy
church.
was saying,
Wait.
Chickapin
Steel
Parish.
Magnolias is set in Louisiana?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And it's all about like Chickapin Parish or whatever the parish was, and I thought it was the church. Because one of the characters goes real Jesus.
Yes.
And I was like, I guess that's the neighborhoods. Like they're moved to a new parish.
And in PA, I think it's a borough. You have different boroughs.
Yeah, we lived in the borough of Montoursville.
Really?
That's interesting. All right, we're asking about what you're beefing with, and we are going with, Sarah. Yeah. Hi, Sarah. Good morning.
I have so many questions.
Good morning.
Okay. Who are you beefing with and why? Because apparently others know what you're about to say, and they're
I have
all
no idea.
confused.
It's not a who, but a what, and it's microwaves. Every microwave, all of them.
Now, why?
Okay. You don't understand how to use it?
Well, I thought I did, but we were playing, the baby diaper game at a baby shower, and we were at my boss's house, and I thought I'd be fun and melt the chocolate in the diaper, and you got to figure out what kind of candy it is, right?
Right, yeah.
What diapers are flammable? Apparently, that sucker caught legit on fire.
That sucker. She said that sucker
My-
caught on fire. That sucker caught on fire in the microwave, the diaper, right?
Yes.
Okay.
On fire.
Wow.
I had to grab tongs. Thank God the sink was nearby. Tongs out of the sink, grab the diaper, lots of soap, got the fire out.
You
At
didn't
her
realize
boss's
that
house.
diapers are not intended for a microwave.
We do.
Well, then how are you supposed to melt the chocolate?
Yeah, how'd they melt the chocolate?
I
I
get it now.
You melt it in a bowl and then you smear it.
Yes.
Dribble
If you
it
don't
in.
know
In
this
a
diaper game, thank God it was never
microwave
played at one of my
safe-
parties. That makes me
yeah.
want to barf. But
I
they
went to
put
that.
chocolate in a diaper.
You got to taste it. You got to go around and just taste it. Yeah.
Ew.
But yeah, that's super flammable.
So now, is that just that one instant makes you beef with all microwaves forever? Like you don't want to use the one in your house?
Well, I mean, it's a bad thing. It's a curse. I was so we were staying at a hotel, I was working in oil and gas, and so we got food to go or whatever, like soup in a cup from wherever we were at. Well, I went to go heat it up that night. Well, the cup caught on fire. Like,
What is going on with you?
why are you going to give me something to go that I can't even heat up in a microwave? What's the point of
Was
that?
it like a paper cup or styrofoam or what?
Those ramen cups?
It was like one of those like thicker, like a thicker to go like paper-ish.
Like you would assume you could have microwaved.
That is the weirdest
like a
beef I've ever
cardboard cup
heard.
with a microwave.
But-
All right,
Did
starts
the
fires.
microwave
on them.
didn't start on fire? A lot of times that happens too. It bubbles up. Remember I told you about your grandma throw the newspaper in there
Yeah.
to dry it?
That's you
it
don't
was
put
wet?
paper in the oven.
That's crazy, though. How did she know the timeline so that it didn't catch fire?
I don't know what she was thinking. I just
Like
remember herself.
32 seconds
the fire
exactly to
happened,
dry off the Chronicle.
and it bubbled up, and the top part just bubbled down. Just
Can you understand why is it we're not
That's
supposed to put
terrifying, though.
metal in a microwave, but yet there's a metal tray in my microwave?
Metal tray.
no way.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
glass
underneath,
tray?
No,
No, it's
underneath
The
like a
wheels?
glass.
You mean the wheels?
Where
On that
the-
little thing
No,
that spins
it-
So
around?
it spins it?
It's
Oh,
like
I did have a microwave once, right? That had a
it's
rack.
circular
in it.
and it's
Yeah.
a rack, a metal rack. So why is it that's okay? But
Maybe some metals don't react with the ions that are hitting it.
Like a fork?
Also, if it's covered in paint, then I think it would probably not interact.
No, this is a metal rack one. I had a
yeah, I've definitely seen those. Yeah, it's
Okay,
I
we're
don't-
asking
I
what
don't
are you
have that
beefing
answer.
with? Now, this person is beefing with a celebrity. Oh, darn, did he drop? Hold on, wait. Oh, yeah, here it is.
No, he's lying to you.
Sebastian is
Got
there.
him.
Beefing with a celebrity, but let's find out why. Hi, Sebastian. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
We're good.
Great.
Who are you beefing with and why?
I'm beefing with Mr. LeBron James.
Like personally, like the two of y'all are in like a Twitter
No, not
fight?
personally.
You're just not happy with him, okay?
No, it's a sports betting. It's a sports betting issue.
In what way? He's not winning enough for you or what?
Okay, so you guys have talked about prize picks before on the show.
Yeah. Use code GAME, by the way, folks. You get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup.
Yeah, so
Cha-ching.
so yeah, they give a lot of promos. You know, sometimes they tell you like, okay, today free $20.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can make some picks and stuff. So I did the free promo, and I got up the multiplier up to like 10x. So I was basically, I bet the 20 for free, and I was gonna win 1,000.
Sure.
Wow.
LeBron,
Okay.
I bet that LeBron James was gonna get over 31.5 points and assists,
Okay.
and he got 31 points. So all of my other picks were correct except for his because he got hurt in the game. And that day,
So you missed it by half a point. You missed $1,000 by half a point.
Yep, by half a point.
That
because he got hurt.
SOB. How could he do that to you?
How? And you know,
And
You should have got the flex
just
play.
wish
That
I
would have
made
protected
those.
you.
what's that?
What's the flex
You
player?
guys are talking inside
If a
baseball.
player gets injured, and just go to Prize Picks, you'll see.
So now, Sebastian, I guess you
Sports
hate.
bettors out there, no.
Yeah, it does suck because I've lost last week like 2 in a row. I said over like say more than 11 rebounds, and the guy got 11 and a half rebounds, and he got 11. It's like the half always screws you.
Well, didn't that happen with the Super Bowl guys when the Chiefs lost? They're like, oh my God, he couldn't even do it right because Patrick Mahomes made that last touchdown, and that screwed a lot of bettors for the Super Bowl.
Oh, it happens in basketball.
I'm sure.
That's how you can stay watching sports. That's why March Madness is going to be so crazy tomorrow. You know,
Oh my God, yes.
Nobody gives a crap about like St. John's. How many people actually went to St. John's around here? But if you can put money on it, you're
Because
gonna.
the underdog
How much do you
teams.
bet
The
during
underdog teams.
March Madness? If you
Yeah,
had to
right,
like,
I don't.
Why?
Bet, no, I don't. I mean, for me personally, I just love to do the brackets.
okay,
Just have fun.
And what do you win in the bracket? Just bragging rights?
I mean, it depends. If you join brackets, you can do the like ESPN, CBS. They all have their own for millions of dollars. We used to have ours on KRB. I don't think it's there anymore.
Oh, we did a couple years ago.
We used to have that one.
Yeah.
We could win millions
We
of
also
dollars.
did the March Manliness bracket when Christina was on our show.
Yeah.
March Manliness instead
What's
of
that?
Madness. It was all these hot guys.
Who won?
And every day. And you know, Jensen Ackles from
The boys.
Supernatural won because some fan army of his was like, we need Jensen to win this man bracket.
he
in
does
Houston.
have a strong following.
That's
Oh, I
Yes.
thought you were. I thought you were going to go
Strong
up
arms.
on
I'm
those
going to go with the jawline.
Oh, that jawline. is
Strong
strong.
jawline.
manly
Those
arms.
lips.
Yes, manly.
Stubble.
And so the March Madness thing, I guess, one time we asked the question, who listening to the show has won a lot of money on something? And a couple who won the $1 million in the Monopoly game on
McDonald's?
McDonald's used to do a Monopoly game.
They did
And they won $1
documentary
million.
on that.
But then years later, there was a whole scandal with that Monopoly game.
Yeah.
That Monopoly game was
I
really
used to love
crazy.
this though, peeling the thing, and then you find like you won a free hamburger or something.
Yeah, nice little perk.
Even back in the 80s and 90s, it was great. You open a Pepsi or you had a 2-liter bottle, and
The cap would
The
have
cap
like
would have
a
codes in
winner.
them.
it would say you
Yeah.
won stuff.
But how they keep people
Marlboro,
from
you
just...
buy cigarettes and you could win points.
They
and
did a
good stuff.
documentary
Yeah,
on that
Marlboro.
as well. Like the guy, it was with Pepsi, I think. And it's called Pepsi, Where's My Jet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
he
that
won like a jet.
Because, well, they
then he
said you
never
could
got
win
it,
a
right?
jet.
Yeah.
And they
Could
didn't think
win a
anybody would
jet.
actually
And
win
if
it.
you
Yeah,
had
I
enough
can.
points,
Oh, my
you could
jet.
actually have a Learjet. And he,
Or a fighter jet or something.
yeah, and he was suing for it.
Yeah, they
Right.
don't do that stuff anymore.
Well, I'm wondering, like, for Pepsi and Coke, when they did the cap game, how did the grocery stores must have been going crazy as a franchise across the nation because somebody would have walked in there and just popped every single liter cap
Oh,
just to
yeah.
look
There-
and put it back on.
Pepsi had one. If you have to look it up, if you opened it, a flag would shoot up
Oh, really?
for a winner or something. And I think someone choked on it or something.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my.
It didn't
So
last
they had
long,
to
but I remember
stop?
as a kid because I'm like, what is that? And if you
But to Roula's
open
point,
it-
what you just said about like opening up,
Yeah.
there was a story last week in the news about this guy or this company that went ahead and they bought every single possible lottery ticket that they could get.
Well, that was in the news, yeah, but the
Yeah.
Texas
There's
Lottery.
always somebody
That's what I'm
away.
saying. And they're trying to stop that. All right. If you want to tell us more about who you're beefing with and why, you can call us on the listener line at 713-278-VENT. That's 8368. Coming up next, there's a fun list about the greatest dumb comedies ever made because they're so stupid. You should be embarrassed to say that's your favorite movie, but it is so funny. And one of them, I actually watched by myself in the theater while Eric was at a musical. We were supposed to watch this movie and we did not.
Oh, yeah. You
stood her up?
No, it was about to explain the whole story.
Okay. To hang out with
why
me.
did I end up watching this? Do you know how weird it is to watch a dumb comedy by yourself? Like, you know how much a
You're
loser
like
you feel
laughing.
like?
And I
you look
still
around,
remember-
Like, is anybody else laughing?
Afterwards, meeting Roula, and she told me a scene about a guy's testicles. I still remember that. I remember. I picture the awful carpet in that place, at the Wesleyan place. And I remember, and you're like, Eric, you won't believe what this guy did with his testicles. How do I still remember that?
In the movie or in public?
The front row. No.
Next to me, right next to me, the popcorn bucket.
My testicles are out.
We also had we'll explain that story because it needs explanation. And we also have Jimmy O Yang tickets too if you want to see him at the Smart Financial Center. That's coming up next in Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From the
KRVE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, and let me kick this off with a chance to win a pair of tickets to see Jimmy O Yang at Smart Financial Center. March 28th is the date, and you get your tickets at smartfinancialcentre.net. I have to say it like that because that's how you spell it when you want to look it
at
up.
the end.
Yes, CENTRE.net to purchase your tickets, or just be caller 20 at 833-390-KRBE, and you're going to get hooked up with a pair of tickets right now.
So what is this beef that you and Eric had about a movie?
It wasn't a beef. It's just we were all, my wife and I.
It was me, Eric, and his
Right?
wife, Neggy. It was the Wesleyan, Cinemark Theater.
Edwards.
It was Edwards.
Edwards Cinemark.
And it was the year that the first Mamma Mia came out. And it was after the show, and you were going to go with your wife because she wanted to see it. And I really didn't know the story of Mamma Mia. I didn't know the musical stuff or whatever. I just was
took
like,
place in
okay,
Greece,
I'll
so
go.
I go see it.
Yeah, you're like, you want to go see it? I said, sure, because Eric and I used to go see movies after the show. I feel like we did that enough.
Yeah.
Like to have enough.
Before kids.
Yeah, before kids. And so I got held up here at the station. He left to go get his wife, and we were going to meet at the theater, and I got held up here. And I hate being late to movies. I hate missing the beginning of a movie. And by the time I got there, I thought, oh man, I've missed the beginning now. I'm not going to go in there. I won't know what's happening. And so I texted him.
It was only like 5 minutes.
I just was like, no. Because the choice was get the ticket for Mamma Mia or get the ticket for Step Brothers with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. And it was, I think it was like the first couple of days that was out.
It was first weekend.
Yeah, nobody
It was a Friday.
had seen that movie yet. And I was like, oh, God, I have to go see a movie by myself. This is such a lame waste of time. And I was mad because I didn't want to miss the beginning of Mamma Mia, but now I'm at the theater already. So I think I texted you. I said, I'm going to go see this movie by myself. Stupid, lame.
And you have to pay for parking there, so.
Yeah, exactly right. That was probably the motivator. I already paid
jacks
$3,
up the price every-
$5.
Oh man.
It was
So
like
I-
$2 when I moved here. Now it's like, I think $6.
Is it 10? I don't know.
I walk over.
So I go into the theater for Step Brothers. It's me and like maybe two other people, maybe. And we were like far from each other. And it is so weird to go to a movie by yourself that's a comedy and you want to laugh, but you're laughing out loud alone.
There's like three
but you're
people.
not allowed. It was weird. So they're at Mamma Mia. I'm at Step Brothers, and I've stepped into a pile of luck because really this movie was so stupid that it was so hilarious that it wasn't a waste of day and it wasn't a waste of time. But I felt like I'd lost IQ points being in there, especially by myself.
So funny.
And so when Eric and Neggy came out of Mamma Mia, and she was like, oh my God, it was so good. You're going to love it. And then I was like, Eric.
I just remember you said, this guy took his balls out and rubbed him on a drum set. I'm like, what are you talking?
yeah.
But she's making that laugh like that.
Wheezing.
I'm like, what are you? What?
He put
What are
his
you talking about?
testicles
Funniest
on the
thing
cymbals.
I'm like, they did that in a
You're
movie?
going to love it.
Because back then, they don't really show
No.
genitalia.
No, but
Yeah.
it's
Male.
prosthetic, I mean.
But Step Brothers is the third
I don't know. Was it
on
I
the list, the
didn't-
top 3 of the greatest dumb comedies
Yes.
ever
Yes.
made.
we just
Boats
watched
and
that. My
hoes.
daughter and I just watched that
It's one of
like
those things
2 days
Boats
ago.
and
I feel like it got bigger when you could rent it.
Yeah.
And talk about it later.
It's a classic.
And you
Kevin-
can rent the unrated version, which is
Yeah.
what we did the other night. And oh my God, it is so funny. The thing that gets me is when they're trying to like prevent the sale of their parents' house. And the one guy's dressed like a Nazi and the other one's dressed as a Klansman.
It's
It always
what
comes
the?
back to the
I know,
Nazis.
but he's
Oh, wait.
And then
that's it.
Kevin
Nazis,
Spacey.
prison movies and wieners
that.
and Nazis is his thing.
It's Ryan's
Oh, he's
thing.
going to love
That's his
the
catnip.
new episode of Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, don't spoil anything.
Okay,
There's
so,
a dong.
And by the way, Step Brothers is a movie where Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, his mother and the other one's father get together, and that's why they're stepbrothers, but they hate each other. And then they're like rivals.
Wait,
and
did we just become best friends?
We just become best
But
friends.
they're also like 40 years old each and
living at home off their parents.
still live like
money.
children. They
So-
show up to a job interview in tuxedos.
Yeah, other movies that are dumb movies on the list, Kevin, you're going to be very happy because some of your favorites are on here.
I bet they are. I bet I love the whole list.
Okay, so number 10,
Okay.
this is 2 mentions now in one show of Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted were the couple last scoop. That was the 2 best friend duos from movies you
I
want to
loved
be
it
friends
as a
with.
kid, but I don't think I could watch it now.
Yeah, from
It's
1988.
pretty stupid.
So that's on the list of best dumb comedies. House Bunny from 2008,
Yes.
best dumb
Yeah,
comedy.
that's funny.
Sam loves that one.
Yeah, Kevin's.
stick to Maui.
I can't remember that
Stick to
one.
Maui.
Was
That's
it
what
back
she's.
Anna Faris.
Anna
Yeah.
Faris is a sorority girl.
Okay.
Because she used to be a house bunny. Or no, I'm
She
sorry.
was at the
a
Hefner
Playboy
Mansion.
bunny.
Okay.
And she got fired for that.
Because you got too old or what? Or just-
Well, no,
No,
one of
there's
the
a
girls was really
misunderstanding.
mean. Yeah, and wrote a note saying that she was too old and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay.
So then she went and became a...
House bunny, like the house
House
mother. For
sorority.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's number 8?
Naked Gun. 1988's original from the Files of Police Squad.
The first one?
The first one.
Yes.
Okay, I like the
Best dumb
second
comedy.
one better.
They're all great.
I love them all.
Okay, also on the list, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle,
Yes.
2004. Best dumb comedy
I
ever
don't like
made.
that.
Love it,
Yeah.
love it, love it.
Romy and Michelle's high school
Oh,
reunion.
God, yes. One of my all-time
1997.
favorites.
Greatest dumb comedy ever made.
God, they're making another one.
I know, but when? Do we have like a real?
No, I don't
What is
know.
it, their like
Okay.
50th reunion?
Then
Why not? Yeah.
the top 7 go like this: Undercover Brother from 2002, Dumb and Dumber from 1994.
Yes.
Bad Teacher from 2011. I'm kind of surprised about that one.
Oh, with
That one-
Cameron
that
Diaz?
was
Yeah,
really-
Diaz and
that
Justin
one wasn't
Timberlake?
stupid. That was
I
funny.
don't know.
Eh.
I think I saw that.
Pootie Tang from from
Pootie Tang is-
2001.
That's hilarious.
That's a Wayans Brothers, or is that
No, that's a
Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx?
The guy who used to write for Chris
Because
Rock
I watched
stuff.
the Jamie Foxx one of.
Pootie Tang is so funny.
Oh my god!
I'm
It was-
sure I
it
saw
was
it,
in
but
the
I can't
years
remember
of
that
all
one.
these really bad, great comedies.
Yeah.
Because I
That-
love the Wayans brothers comedy.
Yes,
It wasn't
yes.
Wayne. Was
It wasn't?
I don't think so.
But he
Step
releases
Brothers-
a single. We
We gotta get to the list. We gotta get to the list. We're almost
Step
done.
Brothers is the number 3. I already said. Caveman from 1981. I don't know that one.
Ringo Starr.
Don't know
Okay.
that
From
one.
the Beatles.
And the
was in
number
it.
1 movie of the greatest dumb comedies ever made is a giant letdown for this room because not a one of us has seen it, and I don't know if any of us know what it's about. It's from 1933.
What the hell?
Oh,
It's called Duck Soup.
Oh, the Marx Brothers.
I don't know.
come on, people.
Come on, man. Can we have like capped it at like?
Someone's trying to be. Who wrote this list?
So he's trying to be
Yeah,
hip.
This is
They're trying to be like
from-
it's like the Rolling Stone when they pick music. They gotta pick weird stuff.
I saw a silly dumb comedy the other night.
from Time
called,
Magazine.
It's called The Parenting. I've been pushing this on everyone. I laughed out loud to the point where I was crying at one point with the dog,
The parenting. What's it on? What streaming?
Max.
Okay.
I just feel like Sam might even laugh at this part because of
Sam?
the dog. Sam might even
With
laugh.
dogs?
I may laugh.
Yes.
Pootie Tang was Chris Rock, by the way.
Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
What's going down in H-Town?
104.1 KRBE.
Real quick, the Texans agreed on a 1-year contract extension that will make Danielle Hunter one of the highest paid edge rushers in NFL
He's a beast.
history. Yeah, he's 30 years old.
What's
He's
an
getting-
edge rusher versus a regular rusher?
He's on the edge, on the end. Like, he
on
just
the
comes in there
edge,
and knocks the crap out
Oh
of you.
wow, okay.
Yeah, he's going to get
He hunts you
$35.6
down.
million in new money.
Wow. Is that
36
but that's not
point-
guaranteed.
That one's guaranteed.
No, that is.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was set to make $29 million for the next season.
What about
And then he
Eric's
got
first
that
world
raise.
problem? Can we talk about that? Eric sold his house to a Texan that just signed a huge deal. He's like, "Can I get my house back?"
I know. I'm like, hey, you don't want that house anymore. That's a dump for you now.
It's a dump
Yeah,
for you.
you need to
sold
go
back
back
to me
there.
for nothing.
I miss you living there.
Would you actually move back in there? Or you think you would
I
just
couldn't
like...
do it. We talked about that. Like if he
Yeah.
gave it back to me or
Yeah.
said you could buy it for.
Same price.
I mean, no, I couldn't do it.
No?
Really? Why?
It's been
Because you've
someone
already
else-
moved on.
Yeah, I moved on.
You've moved on.
He changed stuff in there.
I'm sure. I just don't. I couldn't do it.
I think about that.
No,
If I
maybe I
moved back
could.
to my rental house, like would I...
I go back and forth thinking
Yeah.
I could, but I don't know.
I always wanted to buy
Yeah.
my childhood house, but yeah.
Only for the same interest rate and mortgage or the original price.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the only way you can keep that
Actually,
house.
my parents told me their interest rate was 17% when they bought when they paid for their house in 1981 or 2, something
Wow.
like that.
How is that
17%.
possible?
17%.
They got it from the mob.
Wow.
The Delaware mob.
Wow, the Delaware mob, real thing. All right, if you missed what happened on Roses today, I'm under your spell. You have my whole heart. Well, what's inappropriate about that nice greeting? Did it go to the right person or not? That's what we're going to find out on Roses next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.